hope you enjoyed those shots. I decided to take the GoPro out with me today on my run. Generally, I don't like carrying anything when I'm running, even my phone. But since today was a recovery day, and I was going pretty slow, I thought it wouldn't be a big deal to bring the GoPro with me to see uh, what kind of shots I could get and how they look when I'm running. I haven't done that yet, and the concern is that it's way too shaky when I'm holding the camera while I'm running. So I just brought it out. It was a nice day. So the run was around 7.5 miles. I think I averaged around 7:30 pace. So I thought I'd try something different today and do a review of a pair of running shoes that I've been using. These are the Clifton sevens. I think the Clifton Eights just came out, so obviously this review is a little bit late. I have about 100 miles in these shoes, so I thought I'd go through what I like and don't like about this particular pair of shoes. A couple of quick disclaimers. I am kind of a Hoka fanboy. I've had let's see, probably 6 or 7 pairs of Hokas at this. I've run in the Clifton fours, Clifton sixes, and now the Clifton sevens, and I actually have 2 pairs of these. I also have a pair of the Hoka Carbon X's, which is their carbon plated race shoe. So first, I guess I'll go through some technical details. This shoe weighs in around 8.7 ounces, which is pretty light considering how beefy. A lot of people think this shoe is really heavy because the sole is so thick. And it is really thick, but I think the material that they use is pretty light, but it does have some drawbacks, which I'll get into. The stack height, the heel drop on this is 5 millimeters. I think the back is 29, and the front is, I guess, 24 then. So there's a lot of cushion on this shoe. Um, it's pretty comfortable. I've done I've done 15-mile runs on this. I've run half marathon races. It's a very capable shoe. It's got the Meta Rocker technology that Hoka uses, which is basically um, this part right here. When you land on the foot, it kind of helps you propel into your stride. I don't know if it works, but they say it's part of their technology. Um, the upper is pretty thin. It's during the summer, no issues with overheating. Um, I do have issues with my shoelaces becoming untied on my Hoka shoes. It's a little annoying. What I've been doing is I'll tie them and then tuck it into the laces here. And that usually does help a lot. Anyway, the heel has this little part right here, which helps you slip your foot in. Some of the other Hokas has like a little loop here. This one doesn't have it, but to be honest, I never use that particular feature anyway. Um, so I would say, let me go through some negatives. So I think one of the negatives of this shoe is the price point for Hokas generally is higher than other brands like Nike or Saucony. Um, and they never go on sale basically. Rarely ever. I think some brands are always on sale and some brands never go on sale. Hoka is one of the ones that never go on sale. So I think this brand new was like 130 something dollars. You can now get the sevens on sale because the eights just came out. So the Clifton eights I think come in at 130 bucks, which is you know on par with other higher end shoes. But the other drawback of this is the durability. Um, as you see at the bottom here, there's not a whole lot of rubber. So the black is the rubber, and then the white is the foam that Hoka uses. And the foam part is not durable at all. So once you wear down your rubber part and you're into the exposed foam, the shoe is gonna wear out super quick. Um, Generally, on my Hokas, I get around 250 miles. And for comparison purposes, when I run at Nikes or Adidas, I'll get well into the threes, 350, 360 before I feel like I have to retire them. So more expensive, less miles, but they are way more comfortable than the Nikes and the Adidas that I've been running on lately. So my thinking is I'm on the older side. I'd rather have comfortable shoes that prevent injury, leads to faster recovery, and if it means spending an extra $20 every couple of months, it seems worth it to me. At this point in my life, saving $20 is not really moving the needle. So I personally think it's worth it. I think depending on your circumstance, um, you might not think it's worth the extra money, but I think it is. So I've been using the Hokas. Um, I do rotate shoes, so I don't run in one pair of shoes for 3 months and then change shoes. I usually rotate anywhere from 2 to 4 pairs of shoes, and if I'm training for a race, even more so because I know how fast shoes, slow shoes. Um, so this shoe, I you can basically do any run on here. You can do your slow recovery runs. You can do your tempo runs, and like I said, you can even run races on this shoe. I've done a half marathon in the Clifton fours. Um, I would say, however, if you, for me anyway, going faster than maybe 6:45 per mile pace, that's when you really hitting the limits of this shoe. Um, when I wore the Cliftons for that race, that was my first half marathon, and I was coming off an injury, and I was concerned about re-injuring certain parts of my Achilles, so I didn't want to wear like a super flat racing flat, and I had never done a half. I wasn't really sure the impact of my body, so I was like, I thought to myself, better safe than sorry. Let's wear a pair of shoes that I've done 13 miles in and hope for the best. I wasn't going to win the race one way or the other, and I ended up running around 650 pace on that one, and it was fine. Most recently, I did a half, and I ran it. I used the Carbon X's, and I did that in around 614 pace. And I don't think if I was wearing these shoes, I probably would have lost a couple of seconds at least per mile. So great daily trainer, great tempo, but probably if you're on the faster side, not a great race shoe. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. Uh, I'll see you later.